The future just pulled up to a red light in downtown Austin. You're looking at not one, but two Tesla Cybercabs caught in the wild on Congress Avenue. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, those have steering wheels and side mirrors. Yes, they do. And before the bears start celebrating, let's talk about why this interim setup is actually the ultimate flex from Tesla. We are watching the transition from cool prototype to mass market dominance in real time. First thing you notice? These things are narrow. I mean, shockingly narrow. Most people look at this and think it's too small. But Tesla is looking at the math. 90% of Uber and taxi trips are just 1 or 2 people. By making the Cybercab this compact, Tesla is stripping out every ounce of unnecessary mass. Less mass means less energy per mile, and in the world of transport as a service, the only metric that matters is cost per mile. Look at the mirrors too. Those triangular designs aren't just for aesthetics, they're hyper-optimized for aerodynamics. Every millimeter of this car is designed to squeeze out more profit. And look what's sitting right next to it in the footage. A Waymo. It's the perfect visual metaphor. On one side, you have a vehicle covered in $50,000 worth of geeky sensors that looks like it's wearing a mechanical crown. On the other, you have the Cybercab, clean, bronze gold, and built to be manufactured for under $25,000. Waymo is a cool party trick, but it's brittle. We saw it recently in San Francisco when the power went out. The Waymo fleet just stopped. They're dependent on HD maps and LiDAR technology. Meanwhile, Tesla is testing general autonomy. If you can drive a Model Y in Austin, you can drive a Cybercab in Austin. The software is the hard part, and as we've seen with FSD version 14, the software is basically a solved problem at this point. Moving it into a different form factor, trivial. People are getting hung up on the human drivers and the steering wheels in these test units. Honestly, this should be a yawn fest. Tesla is legally required to have these controls for public road testing right now. It's an interim step, but don't forget, Tesla is already running unsupervised FSD tests with Model Ys in this exact city. They are proving the brain works. Once the regulators see the safety data, which Musk has been hinting is already multiples better than a human, those steering wheels disappear. This isn't a pivot, it's a roadmap. Tesla scales a global fleet, while Waymo tries to figure out how to make a profit on a $150,000 car. Tesla can put 4 or 5 Cybercabs on the road for the cost of one Waymo. That is GG. We're looking at a 2 million unit per year production target. While the analysts are scratching their heads wondering where the passengers are going to sit, Tesla is building the most efficient cash flow machine in history. It's just the beginning. But what do you guys think? Does the narrow design make sense to you, or are you waiting for the 4-seater? I'll see you in the next one.